Hello, my name is Dr. Heather Hunt. I'm a chiropractor and craniosacral therapist in Nevada City, California. I also practice functional medicine. Today I'm going to be talking to you about neck and upper shoulder pain and my favorite stretches to work it out. So the first thing I'd like to say is, in my experience, more is not better with neck, especially, and a bit with shoulder. So don't overdo it. Go to a point of pain and back off with any stretches you do. And I'm not a big fan of like big Yardian stretches where you're like really moving things around. One of the best ways to stretch your neck is in the shower, to have that nice warm water flowing on, and then you can do gentle neck stretches in all directions. And I like to do them isometrically, so you just put your hand on your head, drop your shoulder, and push into your hand, but just so slightly. And then same thing, push back into your hand. That lengthens the muscle in a static position. You can do it in all directions, and it's very simple and very gentle. One of the key things that causes neck pain and gets associated with it, especially with an anterior head position and working on a computer a lot, etc., poor posture, is the Sub Occipitals. This Trail Guide to the Body is a great book to show all the muscles, and it's got a good diagram of the Sub Occipitals. You can see they're right at the back of the neck, and they connect the skull to the first and second cervical vertebra, the neck vertebra. These are actually known, even in mainstream medicine, to cause what's called tension headaches, and they will refer back from the back of your head all the way to the front and to behind the eye. Neck pain is also associated largely with these scalene muscles. So this is in the front of the neck. There's another. And it's a great, interesting one because it actually, these things are all nerves, and they go down the arm and innervate everything in the arm. So when these scalenes are tight, which, so you can see they connect these neck bones down to the upper ribs, they literally can pinch on the brachial plexus of nerves and cause referral all the way down the arm. So with neck pain, you always are wondering, is it disc or it's called thoracic outlet syndrome. And that's when this whole part of your neck into your collarbone is really tight. So I like to really consider stretching this as well. And my other favorite muscle for neck and shoulder is the trapezius muscle. So this is just half of it. It does the same thing on this other side, and you can see it goes all the way down to the bottom of the ribs, out to the shoulder, and up to the top of the skull. With these fibers coming across the shoulder blade to the spine, this really tends to aggravate people anywhere along this area. And it's just a huge muscle that you can really work with. You'll see when I do the stretches, I try to reach up here and then down into here. And you want to be just visualizing this entire muscle when you're stretching. Okay, so first I'll demonstrate the neck stretches. So with that, you just need the still point inducer, or you can get 2 tennis balls, pinky balls, foam balls, and put them in a sock. That might work too. What you want to do again is put this right at the base of your skull, at your sub occipitals, and then just lay down with it. So you're going to have a forward tilt to your chin, and you really want to lengthen the back of your neck. You also want to just bring your shoulder blades down and really open your chest as you're doing this. You can arrange different positions with the still point inducer, and really, like, sometimes I'll go down on my neck on one side and leave the other side up. You can also do slight bends, but you just need to explore and see what feels best. For the actual sub occipitals, you really want to be high, and then honestly you just let it sit. And so you find this best place, you keep that chest open, and you just start breathing, and it actually feels really good. You can use the balls or the still point inducer, like I said, to go all the way down to the base of the neck, and to play around with that. So just get creative, have fun. My favorite way to stretch shoulder into neck is with a foam ball. I use these pinky balls, lacrosse ball, and you can then use a small foam roller, or I tend to just use the regular size foam roller. So This one, you literally put the pinky ball in the places along your shoulder blade that hurt. So remember I showed the trapezius, so these will be places in the trapezius. Tends to be for me right in the side of the shoulder blade, and you just lay back on it. And then, so now this is the trick, is you put the foam roller under your sub occipitals and you traction your neck. So that's the key, because remember that muscle stretches from the shoulder all the way up into the neck. And then I like to really move the shoulder around. So bring it back over your head, lay it on the side of the foam roller, and then stretch your neck. So this, again, you know, you really want to get that, you've got the pressure on the sub occipitals, you're doing that's kind of isometric stretching where you can push back into your hand this way, or you can just stretch it away. But you're feeling these points, all these points, these muscles, really just letting those fibers go. You can move the arm out, you can bring it up, and then just work your way up the shoulder blade. So you scoot your body down, and you want to hold everything at least 20 seconds. You can do it longer, like I said, and just use that ball to really get into all those knots in your shoulder, while noting those muscles are connected up to the top of your neck and into your skull, and really stretching that. And you can play around with the angles of the neck stretch, so you can bring your chin down more, you can bring it up more, you can rotate more, and then move up. So honestly, that is my absolute favorite way to stretch the neck and shoulders. I find it really effective personally and in my practice, and I hope it helps you. Take care.